Hey everyone, it's Lissa. Welcome back to my reading channel. I am laying on the couch. I'm filming from my new phone. It looks bad right now because it's almost nighttime, so low light is just bad on every camera that I've ever owned, but I'm starting another reading vlog, and I actually finished a book this morning, and it was a pretty good one. I got it off of NetGalley, which means it was an ARC that was sent to me by the publisher, which is very kind. So I just finished The Witch at the Edge of the Wood by Liz Delton. I listened to the audiobook, which was narrated by Deborah Baum, and it was really good. It was a cozy fantasy. It was a novella, so it was very quick, but I really enjoyed how it got straight to the point. While it was telling the story, it was quick, but everything was answered, and I didn't feel like there was any weird plot holes that made the story hard to understand. Because with some novellas, things go by very quickly and things feel really rushed, but I didn't feel this way. So this story was about a witch named Valina, and Valina has been through some really terrible things in her life, basically being a slave her entire life. She is a fae, and faes are seen as really scary monsters to typical village people. So she's basically been treated like crap her entire life. People are always out to get her, want to kill her, but she basically escapes this terrible life that she's in, and she escapes with no money. She has a little bit of money left, and she uses her last bit of money to find a map to get to this cottage where this witch is known to live, and the witch is going to help her with all of her problems. So she finds the cottage, and the witch is not there. Nobody lives there. And she's like, well, I'm gonna become a freaking squatter. And she squats in this cottage, and she becomes the witch in the cottage because there is a prince that knocks on the door, and he's like, hey, I have to be married to this person that I don't want to be married to. Can you please make a spell to make it where I don't have to marry this woman? And she has to pretend and scam this prince because she's not actually a witch, and she just is squatting in this house pretending to be the witch. But turns out the cottage loves her, and it's a magical cottage. She really grows as a character in this novella. I really, really enjoy how we watch her grow and become her own person. And she develops these beautiful friendships with people. She develops a beautiful friendship with Will, which I love because they didn't make it a romance. Because, I was actually excited for a romance with the prince because that would be, honestly, I would probably enjoy that. And I think if it was a full series, the author could definitely make it a friends to lovers. But I really like how the author didn't make it a romance. They just became really good friends, and she became friends with these other people. And the whole story is her just growing as a person, making spells. I don't know. It was really precious. It was a cozy fantasy. I don't really read cozy fantasies, but I enjoyed it. It was literally a 2.5 hour audiobook because I listened to it on 2 times speed. So I really enjoyed it. It comes out at the end of June. So if you guys like cozy fantasies, you will probably really enjoy it. She has a cute little pet cat, really fun. So I definitely recommend it. It's The Witch at the Edge of the Wood by Liz Delton. I really recommend the audiobook. The physical book, I'm sure, will be great too. And I'm still reading the Mariana Zapata book, The Things We Water. I have not read any more since my last reading vlog, so I really need to get on that. But I was doing a lot of building today. I built a cat wheel. I don't know if you guys can see it. I built a cat wheel for these little turds, and I was listening to the audiobook while I was building it because it took me 2 hours to build it. Then I unboxed my new phone, which you guys can see right here. I got the pink iPhone 16 Plus, and I'm really liking it. I still prefer Samsung over iPhone, but this is a good work phone because iPhones are just better with apps and stuff. Yeah, this is going to be my new camera. I'm going to make TikToks on this. All of my videos are going to be filmed on this now because I just prefer using a phone as a camera. It's just easier for everything. It's easier to transfer files. It's easier to edit TikToks. It's just easier. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it too. I know the quality will probably go down a little bit because the camera that I was using was a pretty high quality camera, but I just prefer using a phone. Sue me, I just prefer using a phone. I just ordered Dairy Queen because I have no food in my house, so I need to order some groceries tomorrow, but I have no groceries, no food to eat. So I ordered Dairy Queen. I got a burger, I think. No, I got a chicken sandwich and a Blizzard. I mainly just wanted ice cream because I've been really wanting some sweets lately. So I got a combo meal with some like fries and stuff, and I got a Blizzard. She is purring. Cutie patootie. Anyway, I will update you guys when I do some more reading, but for right now, I don't really feel like reading, so I'm just gonna continue chilling on the couch doing nothing because I have the next 4 days off for Memorial Day weekend. So woo! It is the next day. I just finished washing the dishes, so I was listening to an audiobook while I was doing it. So I started the audiobook for Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. And I'm already 20% into it. It's only like a 4-hour long audiobook, and I'm enjoying it so far. It is about a main character who works in video game development. She is like a part of like a really big video game development company, and her company has to partner with like their competitor company to make a new video game. And there's a guy in that company who is like her enemy. He's like a really nice guy and like treats everybody amazingly, but for some reason he has beef with her and she has no idea why because they only met one time. He's like nice to everyone, and then with her he's like so mean, or like he's not even mean, he just like acts like she doesn't exist, which almost feels worse. So she's partnered with him and he won't speak to her, and she's like, I don't know why he won't talk to me, and she's like going crazy. So I'm only 20% into the book, but they have now been partnered up, and we're gonna see how that goes. I was about to cut the grass and then it started raining. Every single time, every weekend. The weekends are the only days that I can cut the grass. And as soon as the weekend starts, all week it's sunny, beautiful. As soon as the weekend starts, it starts raining, and you can't cut the grass in the rain. So now I'm waiting to see if the rain is gonna stop. But even if I do, the grass is gonna be wet, and my lawnmower can barely handle wet grass. So I'm like, what do I do now? But I'm gonna continue listening to this. I'm gonna listen to it while I cut the grass if I do. And then I don't even know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day, but I'm probably gonna finish this today, honestly, and I'll let you guys know if I like it or not. It's a couple hours later. I finished Two Can Play, and it was really cute. I mean, I gave it 3 stars because like it didn't really feel like a completed story, but it's because it's a novella. So I gave it 3 stars, but honestly, I thought the story was adorable and I really liked the main characters. If you like video games, then you'll probably like this book, but if you don't like video games, then you're probably gonna think this book is a little cringe. There's a lot of Red Dead Redemption mentions, so if you like Red Dead. Also, Persona, which is my favorite video game franchise of all time, was mentioned. And then the main character roasts Persona. I took an L on that one because I was like, I got so excited because I was like, oh my god, Persona is mentioned. Persona's mentioned, and then the main character roasts Persona, and I was like, oh, well, don't like the main character anymore. So anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. Some people might find that cringe, but I actually didn't find this book cringe at all. I do typically find Ali Hazelwood's writing a bit cringy, and that's okay, but I actually didn't with this book. I thought it was really cute. I thought the romance was cute. I wish we had more, but of course it's a novella, so everything happened very quickly, but I felt like everything was like answered. We got a cute romance. The spice was really good, and it was a really quick read. I finished it in about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, and I finished it like literally in 1 day. So if you have a long day of like cleaning the house, like 2 or 3 hours where you need to clean the house, this is a good audiobook to listen to. It was on Hoopla for me, so hooked my library card. At the end, it did say that it was a Spotify one, so if you have Spotify Premium, then you can listen to this. And I'm sure it's on other things too. When I go on Goodreads, it says that this is an audiobook exclusive and that this is not a physical book, like it's only in audio form. So that's interesting. So if you don't like audiobooks, then you wouldn't be able to read this. That was really fun. Once again, finished another book. This month I've been reading like crazy. I have read 39 books this year, almost at 40. So I'm really tired. I didn't even get to finish cutting the grass because the battery in my lawnmower died and it takes like 5 hours to charge. So I didn't even finish, but I'm so tired. I have a headache because of the heat. So I'm gonna try to take like a 2-hour nap. And then when I wake back up from my nap, I'm also gonna eat this ice cream sandwich. And then when I wake up from my nap, I am going to either start filming my crochet tutorial for my main channel, or I'm going to continue reading the Mariana Zapata book. Haven't decided yet. Also, I'm currently watching a new reality TV show. It's called Temptation Island, and I saw some clips of it on TikTok, and I was like, okay, this sounds interesting. It is so messed up. Like, why would you go to an island with your boyfriend? So basically, all of these couples are going to this island together, and at the island, there are all these temptations for the couple. So, like, the girls have a bunch of men temptations, and the men have a bunch of women temptations, and they're basically, like, being tempted to cheat, and, like, most of them have already. Like, why would you take your boyfriend to an island to get cheated on? Crazy. But it's also crazy how, like, these men in this reality show are, like, so easily persuaded into cheating. Like, anyway, I'm on episode, like, 4 or 5. It's actually, like, so funny. Well, not funny. It's actually heartbreaking. But it's a really entertaining reality show. So if you like Love Island and stuff, Temptation Island has been good. There was also one that I just finished watching called Perfect Match, and that one was good. So I've just been watching a lot of reality shows because I've kind of caught up on, like, all of the Real Housewives. I've caught up on, like, Summer House and Valley and all of those. Like, I've caught up on all of the things that I watch normally. So I'm trying to find new things. And my boyfriend's been paying for Netflix so I can watch it. And there's some decent reality shows on Netflix, even though I don't really like Netflix that much. It's later in the night. I'm laying in bed. Sorry if you can hear the fan in the background. You probably can. But I've officially given up on trying to read this on the physical book. I literally, like, it is so heavy. And also the words are so small. Like, guys, the pages in the words are so small. I literally, like, can barely read it. I just need a bigger font because this is how big the font is on my Kobo. Like, I have to read it that big because, like, I don't have, like, the worst eyesight, but my eyesight also isn't great. My cat is all over me right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna annotate the book, but I'm gonna annotate it on my Kobo. I got my pencil and stuff. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, like, move the annotations to the physical book after I'm done with the book. Does that make sense? So I get the best of both worlds. I get to read under my blankie in the dark at night and annotate at the same time. And then I also get, like, a pretty annotated book when I'm done. I just, like, this is why I don't read physically anymore. Like, I just can't. It hurts my hands. The font is too small. I can't read at night. It's 2 a.m. right now and I want to read, but I don't want to start with that book. And I'm never going to finish this book unless I read it on my e-reader. So I am on chapter 3. I'm going to read for the rest of the night, and I will let you guys know in the morning how I'm still feeling about the book. I'm probably only going to read like a chapter or 2 before I fall asleep, but the chapters are like 40 pages long, so I'm probably going to have to read like 80 pages. Update. It's the next day. I read half of a chapter, and then I fell asleep. Sorry. So today I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning with the guinea pig cages and the rabbits and stuff. So I'm going to listen to another audiobook. I'll figure that out after I eat breakfast. Here's my breakfast for the morning. So I have an everything bagel with cream cheese, an egg, and homemade pesto on the top, and then some bacon and my coffee. So I'm going to eat my breakfast and then I'll let you guys know what audiobook I'm going to read next. I don't really have an idea of what I should read, so I gotta think about it. It's time to choose the audiobook. I have absolutely no idea what I want to read. Like, I don't want to start a series. Let me see what I have saved on Hoopla, because I feel like I don't have anything saved on Hoopla that I haven't already read. The only thing I have is Your Dad Will Do by Katie Robert. I've read 2 Katie Robert books and I didn't like either one of them. You know what? I'll think about this one. Okay. And then, do I have any Audible credits? Okay, there's no books on Audible that I want to read. I want to read Remarkably Bright Creatures, but my book bingo that I made for the summer that starts at the end of June, one of the prompts is read a book with a sea creature main character. So I'm gonna use this book as that prompt. So I'm not gonna read this yet, but I've heard it's really good. So, and it's also becoming like a TV show or a movie on Netflix. So I wanna read it before that comes out. I also want to read Ring Shout because I heard it's very similar to the Sinners movie that came out. Okay, I'm in between Ring Shout and Your Dad Will Do, This is 5 hours and 36 minutes, so if I listen to it on 2 times speed, I can probably read it within like 3 hours. I'm gonna do Ring Shout because it's been on my bookshelf, and let me go get it on my bookshelf. This book has been on my TBR forever, so I definitely want to get to it. As you can see, it's a very small book, but I know, you know, it's gonna be kind of intense because it is about the KKK. It's by a Black author, and I believe the KKK literally get obliterated, so I'm gonna enjoy reading about that. And I've heard it's just like literally incredible. Gonna listen to the audiobook, and I'll probably finish reading it today, honestly, because it usually takes me about 2 to 3 hours to finish cleaning my pet rooms, and that's about the time it'll take for me to read this. You guys have been asking me what this app is that I listen to my audiobooks on. I can't say. It's super secret. Sorry guys, I can't tell you, or I could go to jail. Just know that I have my ways, and your girl is not spending hundreds of dollars on audiobooks, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna listen to Ring Shout, I'm gonna clean, and then I'll update you guys with how I'm feeling. I literally just started it, and it's based in Atlanta. It's based in Georgia. Of course it is a story about the KKK being based in Georgia, because why wouldn't it be? Because, like, you know, Georgia. I can already tell that this book is gonna be good with the narration. Anyway, now I'm gonna start cleaning. I got distracted because I was like, whoa, this narration is really good. And then I started like following along with the physical book, and then it was based in Georgia, and I was like, okay. I got done cleaning faster than I thought I would. So I got to chapter 3. So this is how much I listened to. And it is literally just like Sinners, or Sinners is just like this. I don't know what was done first, but the KKK are monsters, like literal monsters, because that's what happens in the Sinners movie, is that there are vampires. They're not necessarily the KKK. Well, yeah, I guess they are. So this is like the same type of storyline. So the KKK are like monsters. They didn't necessarily say vampires, they just said monsters. And also they lure them in by leaving out like corpses for them to eat, and then they kill them. Pretty good so far. I'm really enjoying the audiobook because the narrator's like singing the music and doing the accents, and like it just really helps like immerse yourself in that time period. So I'm really enjoying the audiobook, and I will definitely continue reading this, but I only got that far. I have done all of my responsibilities for the weekend. I have cut the grass, I have edited 2 videos, I have cleaned both of my pet rooms, and I have started filming the crochet tutorial for my Tamagotchi purse that I made. So I have no more responsibilities for the rest of the day and tomorrow. So happy. So the rest of the night, I'm just gonna be chilling, just doing nothing. My boyfriend's coming over, we're gonna hang out, and then tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I'm just gonna be hanging out. I just took my dog outside, and now he's going outside again. I love that. So it is May 30th, the end of May. Tomorrow's the last day of May. I still have not really done too much reading in this past week. I have honestly been sick. I think I've already told you this. I have been sick. What's new? I'm on chapter 6 of Ring Shout. So I've got like this much left. Not much left. It's been good. I wouldn't say like too much has happened so far, but I think it's building up to it. There is a lot of like magical elements to this, and the Ku Klux are like vampire monsters, and then there's like racist white people who work with the Ku Klux, but they're not Ku Klux. Like the Ku Klux is the monsters, if that makes sense. And then like the main character has this like powerful sword that I think has the like souls of people who have been murdered before. I think that's what's happening. I don't know, but it's cool. Like, I'm enjoying the story. Like I said before, like, I'm really enjoying, like, the music and everything from the narrator. And then with The Things We Water, I have read, like, a quarter of the book, and I just now got to the part where she is, like, in the ranch. And she's, like, she has to talk to, like, the elders, which are, like, elder werewolves. And she has to, like, beg to be able to live in the ranch. And they're like, we'll give you, like, a trial period. So she's in the ranch for like a trial run period. But I am really tired. I have a job interview on Tuesday. Today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Yes, Alyssa, that's how the days of the week work. But I have a job interview on Tuesday. This is the first job interview that I have gotten since applying to jobs 3 or 4 months ago. I've probably applied to like 40 places, and this is the first interview that I've gotten. Literally. It's for a marketing company. I'm a little nervous because I haven't had a job interview in 2.5 years. As you can see, I'm like breaking out, which I normally don't break out, but I've been breaking out like around my mouth and stuff. I think I'm like kind of just stressed out about it. I mean, do I want to do it? No, but it is what it is. So I have that on Tuesday, so I'm kind of anxious about it. I feel like I can't really like sit down and focus on like reading because my brain is like going a million miles a minute. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just like, my brain can't focus. But if you guys love Labubus, this is off topic, but I made my own Labubus and I wanted to show you guys. This is my big Labubu. This is my little Labubu. I crocheted these and you know, they're going viral, like very viral, at least in the United States right now online. So I tried to hit the like trend and make a crochet pattern and tutorial. So if you guys like to crochet and you like Labubus, I will have my crochet channel down below. I made like a full detailed crochet tutorial and I made a pattern on Etsy. So yeah, I really love them. Like, I love them so much. Like, I want to make more of them, but like they take me so long to make because it's so much detail. So I have them like sitting up on my bookshelves, like they're causing havoc up there. This is how I have them sitting on like my shelves up here. It's kind of like slowly starting to collect my crochet stuff, but I want to enter the like North Georgia State Fair competition this year because I always go to the fair every year and I always see people's like first place ribbons on their crochet items. And I'm not even gonna lie, their crochet items are not even that great. Like, I feel like I could destroy everyone. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I think I could destroy everyone. So I'm gonna enter one of the Labubus and my doll right here into the fair competition, and maybe this, I don't know, we'll see, this year, because I want to win a ribbon. Like, imagine my Labubu sitting there with like a first place ribbon. Like, we need that. Anyway, that was really off topic, but I just wanted to update you guys on like life right now. I don't know if I'll be doing any reading that's not audio at the end, by the end of the month, which is tomorrow. Work is busy because summer has started. The kids are out of school. It was so busy today. I literally couldn't even like take a breather because there were so many people coming in. And I do love that like people spend their summers at the library, but there's also this like etiquette issue, and I feel like it's important to talk about the etiquette at libraries because while libraries are not like it used to be, like where you have to like people and it has to be like completely silent, you still have to have like basic respect for people who are like studying or tutoring and stuff like that. And a lot of people who come to the libraries only come in the summer, which means they don't have basic like library etiquette because they're just using the library as a source to distract their kids because their kids are becoming restless because they have nowhere to go and nothing to do. So a lot of parents bring their kids in during the summer and like the library workers are basically having to like babysit these children because parents don't want to, if that makes sense. And then they're like extremely loud, breaking things, running around, hurting themselves. It's like, it's chaos, like absolute chaos. Like listening to children scream all day is exhausting, okay? And like I said, I do love that more people are coming to the library, but like also we need to talk about like basic library etiquette where like we need to use your inside voice, no screaming, no running. Don't let the librarians babysit your children because that's not our job. And like just be respectful. I feel like that's like basic etiquette. It's just to be respectful in public places. But I feel like it's just like getting worse and summer just started. Like this is the first week of summer. So I'm rambling because I'm not even talking about books anymore, but I'm sure a lot of you guys understand. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a bath and relax for the night because I work 9 to 5 tomorrow. Yeah, I will update you guys when I read again, or I'll update you guys after the job interview and let you guys know how it went. There's nothing in it. Water. Chipmunk. Oh, this phone doesn't zoom that far. Chipmunk. Boo! This looks like it being a fantasy movie. You look tiny. Hey guys, it is June 4th. I have the camera angle up a little bit because my shirt has where I work on it, so I don't want you guys to see that. But I finished Ring Shout last night and I gave it 3 stars. I really liked it. The reason I gave it 3 stars is because I felt like it's a novella, so it's short, but there's so much happening in the book and so many characters. I wish that it was longer because there were a lot of side characters which made the story important, but they felt very one-dimensional because we didn't like get too much information or too much time with the side characters. So when things happened with them or, you know, certain scenes happened, I didn't really feel a connection with the side characters because of that reason. But other than that, like the vibes were crazy. Like cosmic horror for sure. The narrator was amazing, especially when she would like sing the music and stuff. Like that was really cool. And it's definitely like not a story that I've ever read before. It's very similar to the Sinners movie. So if you guys like the Sinners movie, you probably would really like this book. And the talk on racism is very important in this book, of course. And of course, what slaves went through in this time period. It's very interesting that it's based where I live, and it talks about how the Ku Kluxes are on Stone Mountain, and recently somebody was found on top of Stone Mountain burned to death, and like nobody's talking about it. I don't know, it's very interesting. Stone Mountain kind of has a weird history with it, and of course like the laser show that they do is like super Confederate. I don't know, I grew up going to the laser show every year. If you live near Stone Mountain, then you probably did too. So Stone Mountain has a deep history, and of course Georgia has a deep history with slavery. So since I live here, it definitely gave me like a different perspective on this book, and I really enjoyed it. So I really liked it. I recommend you guys read it too. And then I'm still reading The Things We Water by Mariana Zapata. I don't have much to say anymore about it, The romance is really cute. Like, it hasn't even really picked up at all. Like, they're still just talking to each other, having conversations, but you can feel the tension, and I'm really enjoying it. But I'm only like 28% into the book because the book is massive. So I don't know when I'm gonna pick that up. And I don't know what I'm gonna start next either, because that's the only book I'm reading. But I just got home from work. I have been having POTS episodes literally all morning. So they sent me home because I literally couldn't sit up and work. So I am gonna sleep. Probably sleep for a couple hours, honestly. And then whenever I do read again, I will update you guys. But unfortunately, I just don't really, like, I'm not really in the mood to read at the moment. So it is June 8th and I finished a book today. I wouldn't even really like call it a book. Like, it was literally just straight up porn. So it was on Hoopla. So and it was like 4 hours long. So I was like, okay, if I listen to it on 2x speed, like, this is a really quick read. I can listen to it while I do some cleaning today and not have to think too much. And that's exactly what it was. It was a book where you weren't thinking at all. There was absolutely zero plot. And you know, sometimes I say that with some erotica books. I'm like, there are literally like 99% smut and 1% plot. I feel like with this book, there wasn't even that 1% of plot. Like, it was like from the first line of the book to the last line of the book, we were in a sex scene. Like, and listen, I went into the book knowing what it was because the title is Your Dad Will Do by Katie Robert. So listen, I didn't even give it a rating when I finished it because I went into the book knowing it was an erotica, so I can't be mad that it was an erotica. I just, from the reviews that I read, I thought that there was going to be like a decent plot with it, because if there's a decent plot in an erotica, I like it. But if it's just like all smut scenes the entire book and absolutely zero plot or zero dialogue outside of it, that's when I don't like it. And that's what that was. And you know what? I've read a couple of Katie Roberts books and I have not liked any of them. So I just don't think her as an author is for me. So yeah, I finished it. Your Dad Will Do. Not very proud of this read, I'll have to say. Just pretend that you didn't hear me read this and we're just gonna move on. But if you want a really good smut, that one's really very detailed. So I have read 41 books now this year. I am still reading The Things We Water. I don't even know how far I'm into it yet because I have not updated the physical book. I've been reading it on my Kobo. I think I'm about halfway through the book, and I don't know, I kind of feel myself going into a reading slump, and when you're reading a book this big, that doesn't help. Even though I'm really enjoying the book, when you feel yourself going into a slump and then you pick up a book that's 700 pages, it just doesn't really help the situation. So every time I go to pick up and read this, I just feel myself being like, I don't really want to read this right now, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to take a break from reading for a couple days unless I feel like it, and then I'll probably just be listening to audiobooks because I recently got into knitting. So I would like to knit while I listen to audiobooks because I've been enjoying it. And I recently filmed a video of my progress on knitting on my main channel, if you guys want to check it out. But I am trying to learn how to knit, and I've been knitting different like pot holders and stuff like that just to learn, and it's been really fun. I also have my boyfriend's coming over as we speak, and I got my Labubu's that I bought from my subscribers delivered to his house. So he's bringing the Labubu's to me, and my Labubu's are gonna be here. And I can show you guys my cute little Labubu's. I'm so excited. It's the next day. It is June 9th. And I just unboxed my new Kobo case. So I got this off Etsy. I will link it down below. It is so freaking cute. I ordered it like a month ago. And of course it's like homemade. So, you know, there was a little bit of a wait, but it wasn't that bad. I think it is really cute. It's really sturdy. It has like a nice like bumper side. And it has a magnet right here, so your pin actually does stick to it, which is really nice. And the art is really clear and really pretty. So of course we got like the Mofusan cats, and then like the strawberry shortcake cat, just a bunch of like strawberry cats of different kinds, and then the same on the back. And then it has like the hole for the button there, and then it has like the magnetized turn on, so it turns on the device once you open it. And then I do wish the magnet that closes it was better. I might buy my own because it does not really stay on, and that's the reason why I bought it, is because the review said that they were good. Because if I'm using this strap back here, which I will be using this strap to hold my kobo, it's going to do that. And that is why I never buy cases like this, because the magnets are just never good enough. I'm gonna put that on my review, that like the magnet is not strong enough to hold the kobo up. But I put some like red stickers to kind of match the theme a little bit. And I think it's really cute. Like, I'm definitely going to be using it. I wanted to get a case that was more protective for the front of my kobo, because I know that the screen of kobos are really fragile, and I throw this in my bag constantly. I usually put it in like my little case here, but I just want to make sure that it's like super protected. So like I said, I'll put a link for it down below. I think it's really great quality, other than the magnet not being strong enough, but that's just kind of more of a personal preference, but I feel like it should be a thing. But yeah, I have not been reading anything, so I'll update you if I do. It's later in the night. I am about to start filming crochet tutorials for my Labubu clothing and Lafufu clothing for my craft channel, but I needed to start an audiobook before I got started with the tutorial, because when I'm like in between scenes of me filming, I listen to an audiobook to help pass the time, because I'm sitting here at my desk. I started an arc that I got sent a couple weeks ago. This is Not Safe for Work by Nisha Tooley. I hope I said that right. This book came out May 20th, so it's already out, but they sent me the audiobook arc. I've heard it's slow burn. It's about a woman main character engineer, and you know, a lot of women engineers go through a lot of misogyny in that career. It's a very male-dominated space, so we're already kind of dealing with misogyny a lot in this book, and so far I'm liking the writing and I'm enjoying it. I'm only 4% into it, but basically the main girl character is an engineer, and there's like this big retreat that people get chosen to go on every single year, I believe, and she's just waiting to see if she got picked to go on this engineer retreat, and we're just being introduced to characters. So I'm gonna listen to this while I crochet, and then I'll update you guys with how I'm feeling about it when I get farther into the story. Okay guys, I think I found a way to make this case stick better. So I found these like little miniature magnets on Amazon, and I think this is going to help. Okay, these are pretty strong magnets, so I think that this will work, but I have the strip, and I'm gonna put one, well, one's actually already sticking because there is a magnet already in it, but I'm going to use the sticker that's included and stick one magnet. It's gonna make the front of the case look a little tacky, but I still think that it's going to work good. So I'm gonna stick one magnet here in the middle, like this. And then I'm gonna put another one on this side, so when the two magnets collide with each other, then I won't have to hold open my kobo. I know this is such like a me problem, but I genuinely like never buy cases like this, folio cases, because of the magnet issue. But if that wasn't always an issue with everything that I bought, then I wouldn't have to do this. Also, I looked up the Etsy shop that I bought this case from to, you know, give somebody the link, and the shop completely shut down. Like when you go to click on the shop, it says, oh, we've closed down. So the shop is completely off of Etsy, so I don't really know what happened there. And there we are. Let me put my strap on. Look at that. Look, I fixed the issue. Now they are stuck together. So now I can hold my kobo comfortably. The issue is now that the magnets are gonna be too strong. Okay, it's just gonna look a little tacky in the front, but that's fine. So I fixed it. Add two magnets, just like that, and that fixes that issue. So I have a couple more, so if I have that issue with a case in the future, then I can fix it. But I wanted to update you guys on my reading too. So I showed you guys last night that I started Not Safe for Work, and I got 21% into the book last night when I was crocheting, and I'm enjoying it so far. It reads very similarly to The Unhoneymooners, like very similar to The Unhoneymooners. So, and I loved that book. So I am enjoying it. It's also kind of reading like that Two Can Play book by Ali Hazelwood. It kind of has the same trope and plot, and the characters are very similar to that book too. So it's, you know, it's not a new and original story, but I do enjoy the engineering aspect of everything. So I'm enjoying it. I like it so far. I would say it's like a 3-star read, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna keep listening to this when I'm crocheting and stuff. It is the next day. I just got home from work. I listened to a little bit more of the audiobook for Not Safe for Work today, but I'm only 27% into it. And once again, I'm still enjoying it. I have nothing else to say about it. Nothing much more has happened for me to be like, oh, like this is so good. I'm gonna take a little nap ski, probably eat some dinner. Hey guys, so I think it's the next day. I look terrible because I've been out all day and then doing yard work, and now it's the end of the night and I need to wash my hair. Anyway, I went thrifting today with my grandma and I got some books. Actually, not really. I didn't get any books, but except for these. I got a bunch of crochet books, which I showed over on my crochet vlog on my other channel. But I got 5 amazing crochet books for $5. Like, amazing crochet books. Obsessed. So I got those, and then I got 2 movies. I kind of wish I would have filmed me shopping today because I went to thrift stores, and I know you guys love to watch me, like, shopping for books and stuff. But I just kind of wanted to enjoy the moment, and not having to stress about filming was really nice for once. So, but this is the one time I wish I was filming because I found so many amazing things today. But I feel like if I was filming, I wouldn't have found any of these things because that always happens. So yeah, they had an amazing VHS selection. All of those books were $1. These were all $1.50. So I got the VHS for Sleeping Beauty, and it's like really dusty. So I feel like this was probably in somebody's attic and they just donated like a whole box full of them because they had a bunch of Disney movies there, but I just grabbed the 2 that I wanted. And then Beauty and the Beast. So I got those 2 for $3 together. And then those books. And then I got some other cute things today too, but I wanted to show that to you guys because I think that's really cool. But yeah, I'm going to take a shower for the night because I work 9 to 5 tomorrow and I don't want to. I probably gotten like 40% into Not Safe for Work and I still don't really have much of an opinion on it. Like, I don't really care about their romance, but I'm not hating it either. And I genuinely just don't have an opinion on it. I know that's like so riveting, but I genuinely don't. So I'm gonna unplug my dang light for the night. It's hurting my eyes. And I'm gonna go to bed. Hey guys, so tonight, it is June 19th. And I finished Not Safe for Work. And I gave it 3 stars. It was a really cute romance, don't get me wrong. Like, I did enjoy it. It is slow burn. It really is slow burn. Like, they didn't really get together until like 80% in. And also the smut wasn't like super, super intense over and over and over again, which I really enjoyed. So it was a good romance for me. It really was. It's just like nothing really happened in the book that made me feel like, wow, that was crazy. I loved it. The romance was amazing. Like, I just didn't feel that. So I gave it 3 stars because I feel like a lot of you guys would probably really love it. It just wasn't really like hitting everything for me. It just felt a little too like copy paste of every other romance, you know what I mean? But at least this one like had some build up of the characters and it had a good plot. Like, it was good. It really was. The narrator for the audiobook was really good too. We're gonna be moving on. So I put a book on hold on Libby, a random romance book, which was Taking on Heat, okay, by Sylvia Day. And it ended up coming in like this 3-part novella thing. So I'm going to be reading Sylvia Day's Shadow Stalkers bundle, and I'm going to be listening to Razor's Edge, Taking the Heat, and On Fire novellas because I have like 14 days or 21 days to listen to these. I need to listen to them. They were recommended on like Reddit or something. Like, I looked up what kind of romance I wanted to listen to and this popped up. So, you know, I'm gonna take this random Reddit recommendation and I'm gonna listen to the audiobooks for this. It's 10 hours for 3 books. So, I mean.
Sylvia Day, Shadow Stalkers e-bundle. Razor's Edge, Taking the Heat, On Fire by Sylvia Day.
Can already tell I'm not loving the narration. But you know what? I'm gonna trust. And I'm just gonna pick up something that like I typically wouldn't pick up because it's one of those romance books that look, I don't know. Damn, she has a lot of books. I can't even find it. There's so many. Here it is. Razor's Edge. It only has 100 reviews. Like, it's not a super popular book. And you know what? Typically I would not pick up a romance book that has just like a landscape cover like that. Like, I'm not attracted to that because I feel like that's normally romance books that are catered towards like older women, but I'm gonna try it. He's a cop, so you guys know how I feel about cop romances. I have to read the first one, okay? I'm not gonna just skip to the one book I wanted to read because the second one is called Taking the Heat. Let me put this as currently reading. Okay, we're currently reading this. But Taking the Heat is the one that was recommended to me. Dang, he's a cop too. Okay, why was this recommended to me? She's in the witness protection program. Honestly, that might go kind of hard. Maybe that's not the one. Maybe On Fire is the one. I think they're all cops. Dang it, they're all cops. They're deputy U.S. Marshals, which almost makes it worse. Okay. Listen, I'm trying something new. And if I do enjoy it, don't judge me. I'm really excited because I am kind of having, it's not even really a job interview. It's more like a discussion meetup, but I am possibly becoming a social media manager for my local bookstore. I'm really excited because I have not been having good success with getting promotions and moving in good directions with the library system. I'm kind of like really over it. I keep getting disappointed over and over again, and there's no way that I am going to be able to get a better position in the library system anymore. It's just not, unfortunately, going to happen for me. So I contacted my local bookstore because I know the owner, and I networked myself to her, and she was like, yeah, let's do this. So I'm meeting with her tomorrow, and we're going to decide how we're going to do her social media. And if you guys live in the Atlanta, Georgia area, I really recommend you guys check her out. I'll put a link for her store down below, but I'll talk more about it tomorrow. Either way, even if if I don't get the job, it's not even really a job opening, but if she doesn't want to end up going through with it, that's totally okay. Her store is suffering because, unfortunately, right after she signed a contract for the bookstore, they started doing this very intense construction on the road right outside her store. So when you drive by, you literally physically cannot see her store because of the construction. And it's awful. I feel so bad for her. So either way, I want to promote her shop, but I'll talk about it more tomorrow. I really want you guys to go send her love because she literally runs the entire bookstore by herself. She has nobody that works with her. She has an entire family, and her store is struggling. So I'm going to put it down below. She also has a GoFundMe to help try to save the store. And I'm hoping me helping her with her social media will maybe kind of blow her up on TikTok. And we're going to help that way too. So yeah, if you guys would help me, I want to use my following for a good, positive reason. And if you guys can even just go like order books from her shop to get shipped to you, or pre-order books, or use her for certain apps and stuff, her website will be linked below. So thanks, guys. I'm going to meet with her tomorrow. I'll let you know how it goes. But it looks like I'm getting a new side hustle, which I'm excited about. And then eventually I'm going to get a different job other than the library too. A lot of crazy life things are happening. That's why I haven't been reading that much, because I've been doing multiple job interviews. I've gone through so many job interviews. I've been working at different libraries in the past couple of weeks. Like every single day has been different. It's really stressing me out, honestly. I am going to go ahead and take a bath and go to bed because I got a busy day tomorrow. But I will be listening to this while I'm washing off in the bath. And I'll let you guys know how I like it. I still have not read any more of this. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just I am in a reading slump. So if I keep trying to pick this up, it's going to get worse for me. And I want to read this when I'm in a good headspace. So I will come back to this. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. I'm actually really enjoying it. I just can't do something that intense right now. So
Hey guys, it is the next day. I think my face is really red because having a bad POTS day, and also it's 95 degrees outside, so when I walk outside I feel like I'm in a sauna. I'm also trying my microphone again because this microphone works really well with phones. It just didn't work well with my camera. So I'm hoping the audio sounds a little bit better. If you guys still hate it, let me know. Be nice about it, okay? But I want to have like the nicest quality possible using a phone, so I'm not loving the audio that I've been dealing with. So if this microphone helps, I hope it does, honestly. But anyways, I have really good news. I just got home from work, but yesterday, I know I told you guys about how I was going to like a job thing yesterday. And I want to say that I am officially the social media manager for Birch Tree Bookstore in Dallas, Georgia. Yes, I am. She's still going to be posting on socials, but at the moment, I am like doing freelance social media for her. So she's paying me weekly. So a lot of the posts that you see on her social media will be me. Some of it will be her, but most of it will be me. And I would really love if you guys would go over and just support by bare minimum, just like following her Instagram or Facebook. If you guys live in the metro Atlanta area and you want to come swing by, like I definitely recommend it. It's not the biggest store in the world. You're not going to get like, Barnes and Noble type selection, but there's new and used books. Everything is pretty affordable, and you would be supporting a small business instead of supporting a corporation. So I'm going to put a link to the website, her Facebook, Instagram, all of that down below. There are options on her website where you can order books to get shipped to your house. You can also pre-order new books, and you can also link your Libro FM to the bookstore as well. So if you guys don't live in Georgia and you still want to support, there are other ways that you can help by just ordering books from her shop specifically and getting it shipped to you. So I'm going to have it down below. I am so excited. I have been wanting to do social media management, but most places have not wanted to hire me because I don't have the experience with like a business. So this is definitely a way for me to get my foot in the door and also help a small business and still enjoy like the love of reading. I'm still working at the library currently. I'm working at the library part-time, doing YouTube full-time, and then doing this social media management as like a contract work where I just kind of go in once a week and then post every day for her. I'm doing a lot of work right now, but I'm really excited about it. So if you guys could help me support her, I will have everything down below. She also has a GoFundMe because, like I said, the bookstore is in an unfortunate situation with construction right outside, so most people cannot see her store from the road right now. So she does have a GoFundMe put up for people who want to help support the store so she can pay rent for the next like couple of months just while construction is happening, to kind of help her pay her rent so she doesn't have to stress out too much about paying, and she can focus on other things like doing cool programs, ordering cool books and stuff like that. So if you guys have a little extra money, $5, $10, and you want to help support the GoFundMe, it goes straight to the store. And she's honestly like such a nice person, guys. Like she's so nice. She is really deserving. I love her story and why she opened the bookstore. And yeah, I'm really excited. So enough about that. I just wanted to like kind of promote her and promote myself for a minute because I'm going to be working for her. But I am very excited for this new position. And I'm now going to talk about my reading. So I think the last time I updated you guys, I started reading the Shadow Stalkers bundle by Sylvia Day. Let me see if it'll focus. I'm doing like portrait mode, which I totally forgot that you could do. So anyway, I finished Razor's Edge, which was the first book. I'm not a huge fan of that one. It was just too short. I know these are novellas, but I honestly felt like I would have enjoyed it a lot if it was like a full-blown book. The tension was really good. It was basically the main guy is a U.S. Marshal. We're going to ignore that. Okay, just ignore that. And he basically has fallen in love with his best friend's wife, but his best friend died. He died in a car accident. So like he doesn't really need to feel guilty for falling in love with his best friend's wife. It's basically a story about how they like fell in love with each other, and it's just a lot of smut, honestly. But like the dialogue was good. I really like how it was written. I feel like if it was like a full-blown like slow burn romance between the two, written that way, I would have really enjoyed it, honestly. I finished that one. It was only a 2-hour audiobook, so I finished it in like an hour. And then I started taking on Heat because that's the second book. That was the one that was recommended to me. And that one is definitely a lot better. I'm enjoying it. I'm like halfway through it right now. Once again, this guy is a U.S. Marshal, but he is assigned to the like witness protection program. And basically, if you guys don't know, some people get assigned to the witness protection program in real life because they were like a witness to a crime, or like somebody is out to kill them. So they basically have to change their name, move states, and that's why some houses get abandoned with like everything inside, because like an entire family might have to go into a witness protection program and change their name, change their life, because they could get killed at any moment. So basically the main girl character of this book is in the witness protection program, and her like cop that was assigned to her got murdered, and the main guy character used to be in love with her, and they used to be in love with each other, but he heard what happened and he rushed over there to save her and protect her, and they're now kind of like on the run together, and they're kind of talking about their past. So it's kind of like an old flame kind of being reignited, which is really hot. And honestly, I really enjoy how it's being written. Like Sylvia Day, she's got it, okay? So if these books were way longer, I think I would probably give them 4 stars. I'm not even joking because I'm really eating them up. But just because they're so short, I feel like we can't really get like detailed descriptions about the characters and learn more about them as people, and that doesn't really do it for me. So I went into these knowing that they were novellas, so I'm not, trying to trash on them or anything. I think they're actually pretty good. But I'm going to finish that one soon, and then On Fire is going to be the last one, which I'm assuming has a similar premise where the main guy character is a US Marshal. So, surprisingly, I clicked these because it was a random recommendation, and I'm pleasantly surprised of how much I'm enjoying them. So, thank you, Sylvia Day. Thank you. But I feel like this vlog might be really long. I've been filming it for probably over a month because I've been in a reading slump, so I haven't been reading too much other than these random audiobooks. I do have some e-readers to unbox because Big Me has sent me 2 random e-readers, so there will probably be a video very soon of me unboxing 2 e-readers, so stay tuned for that. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to try to, of course, start filming more reading vlogs. When I'm in a reading slump, I feel like there's not much I can film. Working at this bookstore now, maybe we can do some fun content of the bookstore. I can do a little tour for you guys or something. That might be fun. And I'm just trying to kind of navigate this new world and new life that I'm kind of moving into right now because I don't really know how long I'm going to be at the library, and I'm looking into different types of jobs. So we're going to see how my life goes at this point. I don't really know where it's going, but we're going to see. Okay. So I'm going to end this vlog here and start another one. I hope you guys enjoyed and it wasn't too chaotic, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.